Okay, so today we are going to see control structure. Okay, whatever the control structure we have seen in the C, that is the same thing. Okay, the same thing available in Java also. Okay, most of the programming language are the same thing. Okay, what are the control structure or conditional statement? Okay, so if, okay, then if else, then nested if else. Next one is what? Ladder if else. Okay, ladder if else. Whatever the program you have did in the C, okay, in if else using this thing, okay, that is the same program you can use right in the C++. Okay, the same program. So let us, we are going to take first if statement. Okay, the diagram for this if statement, if a condition is true, then the if condition will be executed, and if this condition is not true, nothing is going to be happen. Okay, that is in if statement. Already the flow chart I have given in the C programming, that is the same. Okay, that is universal. Okay, if statement. So the syntax, if you don't want to change the other condition, only the if condition if you want to check, then you can use the if statement. Okay, the syntax, what we are going to write? If and expression, that's it. Okay, if expression, if this condition is true, then it will go to the if block. Okay, otherwise whatever the statement available in the program, it will be executed. Okay, other statement in the program. Okay, if this expression is true, then it's come under here. Okay, if this condition is not true, then other statement in the program will execute it. Okay, so the one small program we are going to take. So by program you can understand. Okay, the program for if statement to find a greater number. Okay, so web in C++ to check whether entered number is a greater. Okay, only greater है या नहीं है. Okay, that is not things. Okay, greater है क्या, बस greater है क्या है. Yes, only greater है तो ही आपको आउटपुट देगा, नहीं है तो नहीं देगा. Okay, so that is only in the if statement. Okay, that's why we need to go for if else statement. Okay, so let us take the program. Save as p7.c++. If statement example. p7.cpp. C++ program save by using the extension of .cpp. Okay, not a C++. It's a .cpp, but in Turbo C, in Dev C++ that uses C++ or anything else. Okay, you can check here when I'm going to save as this one. So it is giving you .cpp, .cc, .cxx, .c++ like this way. Okay, so only use C++. Okay, that is depend upon the which compiler you are using. Okay, next one. So turbo C++ always .cpp. Okay, always keep in your mind that is .cpp. That's it. Next one. Okay, wrap in C to check whether this greater number or not. Okay, like this way. So take example. Okay, copy and paste here. Take two numbers. Okay, integer n1 and n2 to variable. Then see out, you can write what? Enter the two numbers. Okay, enter the TWO2 numbers. Okay, then take using the C in. Okay, taking input in the first and second. Okay, reading the data from keyboard. C in operator. Next one. So write this condition. Which one? If n1 is greater than n2, first number बड़ा है क्या check करना है. Okay, so we can write here what? C out n1 is greater. Okay, I want to print here what? Greater. So just you can write here greater. Okay, now then see out, that is what the see out is, what? From outside the if. We can say it's the other statement in the program. Okay, other statement in the program. Okay, this is the other statement in the program. Whether this condition is satisfy or unsatisfy, but this is in the main program. Okay, it is always executed. If the condition is true, then it will be print greater. If condition is false, okay, so nothing is going to be happen. Other statement in the program is always executed. Okay, condition true row or false row, this is executed. But if this is true, then it will execute. It is not true, so greater is not executed. Okay, let us check. So the first number is 12, second number is 10. What is that? We are getting, that means n1 is greater than n2. This condition is satisfied. 12 is greater than 10. Okay, that means you are getting here greater as well as other statement. Okay. Now if you are taking the first number is small. Okay. So I am taking here 10 and then 12. Okay. So what we are getting? Only the skip. Okay, if block is going to be skip. Okay, only other statement in the program will execute it. So in the two cases, other statement in the program will always execute it, whether it is a true and false, that is no problem. Okay, so here I am going to write n1, can give here some space. Okay, is a greater. Okay, is a greater, and give here backslash n, suppose this condition is satisfied. Yeah, and L for new line. Okay, now we can write here 20 and 10. Okay, so 20 is a greater. Okay, another statement in programming always executed. Okay, so this is a simple if statement. Okay, it's only if, not if else. if ब्लॉक में अगर कंडीशन एक्सप्रेशन ट्रू है तो if ब्लॉक एग्जीक्यूट होता है, अगर नहीं है तो स्किप कर देता है. दैट्स इट. if ब्लॉक स्किप होता है. Second type of output. Okay, next one. You can take next program also to find what even enter number even odd. ओके, इवन नंबर है क्या चेक कर सकते हैं, इवन है क्या ऑड है क्या, ऐसे नहीं चेक कर सकते, सिर्फ इवन है क्या इतना ही. क्योंकि इफ एल्स रहेंगे तो दो पॉसिबिलिटीज हम आउटकम ले सकते हैं. ओके, एक स्टेटमेंट के दो आउटकम ले सकते हैं इफ एल्स में, बट इफ में सिर्फ एक ही ले सकते हैं. सो सपोज आई एम टेकिंग हियर नेक्स्ट प्रोग्राम using if only. Map in C++ to check whether the enter number is even. इवन है क्या? ओके, ये आप चेक कर सकते हैं. इवन है क्या? ओके, है क्या मतलब चेक करेंगे. third one, wrap in C++ to check whether entered number is divisible by 5 or 7, anything. Okay, so take this homework. You can take this example. P8. Okay, this is what if conditional example, if statement example. Okay, let us save as this one. P8, check whether the entered number is even. Okay, what to do here? Take the number. Okay, and when you can say it's a even number if it is divisible by 2, completely divisible by 2, means remainder is what? 0. Okay, remainder is what? 0. So mod 0 आएगा 2 से तो हम बोलेंगे it's a even number. Okay, so what we are going to write in this condition? N mod 2 is equal to 0. Okay, if n mod 2 is equal to 0, that means you can say is what? Even. Okay, is a even. That's it. It's a even number. Okay, that's it. Where if not, then nothing is going to be happen. Okay, is nothing is going to be happen because we are not going to write here else. Okay, we are just seeing here what? Only if. Only if. Okay, so let us execute. Check 0 is even. Okay, 1 nothing output. Okay, 2 even. Okay, condition is satisfying. 3 condition is not satisfying, nothing we are getting. Okay, that's it. Okay, 7 nothing output. Okay, this statement skip. Okay, it's not going to if statement. Okay, इस statement में जाएगा ही नहीं, चेक कर रहा है if का statement लेकिन वो block execute नहीं होगा. Okay, because this condition is false. Okay, next one, and try yourself. This is for homework. Okay, use only if statement, only if statement, not if else. Okay, only if. So this is about if statement. Now second we are going to see if else statement. Okay, if else statement. If else statement. Okay, in the if else statement, if this condition is true, then if block will be executed. If the condition is false, then else block will be executed. Okay, what is the syntax? We know already everything about if else. Okay, so I'm not explaining the many more things again. Expression, everything is written in the C language. Okay, so statement 1. Okay, if the expression is true, then statement 1 block executed. If false, this if condition agar false होती है, it will comes to the else block. Okay, statement 2 will be executed. Okay, that's it. Now let us see directly program. Okay, wrap in C++ to check whether the enter number is given greater or smaller. Okay, now check here. So इसमें हमने सिर्फ चेक किया था कि ग्रेटर है क्या, तो अभी हम चेक करेंगे ग्रेटर है या स्मॉलर है. ओके, दोनों भी पॉसिबिलिटीज आ सकती है अभी बिकॉज ऑफ इफ एल्स. to check whether the entered number is greater or smaller. There are smaller among the two numbers. Okay, among the two numbers you can find among the three numbers and many more numbers. Among the two numbers, दो नंबर में से कौन सा छोटा है कौन सा बड़ा है, किससे छोटा है किससे बड़ा है. Okay, you can find, no problem. Let us take the example. Program number P9. Okay, P9.cpp P9. Okay, if else example. Okay, let us take the two numbers num1 n2 n1 n2. Okay, enter the two numbers. Enter the two numbers. Okay, next one C in and insertion operator. Okay, n2. Next, the condition you can write. Okay, so n1 is greater than n2. Okay, so that means what we are going to say, n1 is greater than n2. Okay, so you can write here what n1 is greater than is a greater than n2. So instead of this one I want to print a number, so you can write here n2. Okay, like this way. So n1 is greater than n2. ओके, एल्स अगर ये कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई होती है तो आपका आउटपुट आएगा n1 इज ग्रेटर देन l2. एल्स हम क्या बोलेंगे, n2 इज स्मॉलर देन n2, n1 इज स्मॉलर देन n2. ओके, कैसे भी लिख सकते हो आप. ओके, अगर आपको सिर्फ ग्रेटर ही फाइंड करना है सो इट्स ग्रेटर देन और दिस ग्रेटर देन, ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो. ओनली इफ यू वांट टू फाइंड अ ग्रेटर नंबर तो सिर्फ ग्रेटर के लिए ही आप लिख सकते हो स्टेटमेंट. ओके, स्टेटमेंट तो ग्रेटर, अगर ऐसा कंडीशन है तो बोलेंगे कि n1 इज ग्रेटर है, नहीं तो यहाँ पे बोलेंगे कि n2 इज ग्रेटर देन n1. ओके, अगर सिर्फ आपको ग्रेटर ही स्टेटमेंट लिखना है तो हम ऐसा लिखेंगे n2 इज ग्रेटर देन n1, दैट्स इट. ओके, एनडीएल फॉर द न्यू लाइन. ठीक है, ऐसा लिख सकते हैं. सर अगर आपको सिर्फ ग्रेटर ही चेक करना है तो दो नंबर में से अगर ग्रेटर कौन सा है वो चेक करना है. ओके, 20 इज ग्रेटर देन 10. ओके, नाउ आई एम टेकिंग द फर्स्ट नंबर small and second number is large. Okay, so 100 is greater than 50, only greater, but I want to check greater as well as smaller words. Okay, so we can write here n1 is a smaller than n1 is a smaller than n2. Okay, now look at here, the statement is depend on you how you can writing. Okay, 10 and 20, 10 is a smaller than 20, correct. Okay, perfect. And now I'm writing here what, 20 and 10. So 20 is greater than 10 or not, correct. Both are correct. Okay, so what is our aim, what was our program aim, to check whether the entered number is greater or smaller among the two numbers. So we are getting the two words, which two words, smaller as well as greater. Okay, so that is important. So if you want to find only the greater number, so we can use only the greater word. Okay, so let us execute once again 10 and 20. The first outcome, 10 and 20. Now you can check here 20 and 10. Okay, take the first number is greater. Okay, now see 20 is the greater than 10. Okay, follow if as well as else. Okay, based on this condition. If नहीं तो else, दोनों में से एक ही कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई होती है, दोनों भी कंडीशन एनी टाइम सेटिस्फाई नहीं हो सकती. Okay, the if else statement, either if or else. Okay, if this condition is satisfied, then this block will be executed. Otherwise this condition is not satisfying, so this will be executed. Either this or this. Okay, both at a time if and else not going to be execute. दोनों भी at a time execute नहीं होता है. ठीक है, next one. Okay, so among this I am going to take one example. Okay, apart from this one. Okay, so I'm taking one example. If else condition. So wrap in C++ to check. Okay, so wrap in C++ to enter the age of person. To enter the age of person and display the message. Okay, display the message that you are eligible to vote or for voting. Okay, you are eligible for voting. Okay, if the entered age is 18 or above. Okay, so display the message you are eligible for voting. कब जब can write here person, if the enter age is 18 or above, then display the message you are eligible for voting. Okay, then if the entered age is okay, so otherwise simply you can write no, otherwise display the message, this message you are not eligible for voting. Okay, you are not eligible for voting. You are not eligible for voting. Okay, understand requirement. What is our requirement? Enter the age of the person and let us check this. अगर enter किया वाला जो age है वो 18 है या 18 के ऊपर है, then print the message that is you are eligible. Okay, how many conditions are there? Only two conditions. Okay, if अगर वो 18 के ऊपर है तो हम बोलेंगे eligible, अगर नहीं है मतलब else. Okay, very easy. P9 P10 program number 10. Okay, everything will be busy now. Okay, if you learn C language perfect, so now C++ is going to become a very easy, and also other programming language going to become a very easy if you learn properly the C++. That is the concept of oops. If you learn the concept of oops properly, so the Java and other programming language become very easy. Classes and object. That's it. Nothing more than there. Okay, so it is going to become very easy. Now you are see here how much easy is it, है ना, कितना easy है अभी, कुछ नहीं लग रहा है, everything is same. Okay, what to do here? Copy paste. Okay, which variable we required? One variable. Okay, which type of variable? Integer, because age is never in floating point. Okay, age is always integer number. So what we are going to write? Enter the age of person. Okay, also you can take the name, no problem. Okay, enter the age of person. Enter the age of person. Now, in which variable you are storing? Age. Okay, next one. Now in the if statement, what we are going to write? If, okay, if age is greater than or is equal to, okay, which operator you are using? Okay, have you seen this operator in C? Okay, so that is the same operator are available in all programming language. Okay, same operator. So you can say here what? You are eligible. Okay, so congratulations. So one message I am going to print here. What? Congratulations. Okay, congratulations. Okay, you are eligible for voting.
सर ये वाले प्रोग्राम हमारे सी में हो गए है ना, थोड़ा
ठीक है,
एग्जाम्पल हो।
वही वही प्रोग्राम है।
हाँ,
जस्ट,
सी में ये सब
हाँ जस्ट हम इफ एल्स के रिगार्डिंग एक एक ही प्रोग्राम ले रहे हैं, हम ज़्यादा नहीं ले रहे, ओनली सिंगल सिंगल प्रोग्राम यू आर टेकिंग। बट वी हाउ हियर सी, सी आउट एंड सी इन। सी आउट और सी इन में कैसे लिखते हैं वही हम ले रहे हैं। ओके, सो यू आर नॉट एलिजिबल फॉर वोटिंग। Okay, sorry, you are not eligible for voting. Okay, now let us execute this one. Okay, and enter the age. Sorry, you are not eligible for voting. Now, if you are entering what? 18. So, congratulations, you are eligible for voting. Okay, so now your age is 120. Now, you are also eligible for voting. So, कोई रह सकता है क्या 120 बहुत कम केस वाला रहता है? Then what to do here? 100 के ऊपर है तो what to do? So, we have to set one upper limit also. Okay, in this program you have to set what? Upper limit. Okay, so which operator you are going to use? I don't want to give the age more than 100. Okay, 100 के ऊपर वाले अलाउड नहीं करेंगे हम. So how can write the condition? Now you can tell me how you can write the condition.
here and operator you will use.
Yes, the same thing. And operator, what we are going to write here? And age
Which is less than or less than
are equal to, no problem अगर 100 लिखना है, but that's it. Okay, that is the thing. बस अभी 100 के ऊपर के हम अलाउ नहीं करेंगे. 101. Okay, sorry, not eligible for voting. That's it. So this is about if and else. So using if and else, you can try the more examples. Next one. Nested if else. So when you write if else within the if else, that is known as nested if else. Okay, we are going to check the first condition, and inside there we can write another condition. Okay, what is the syntax? Directly we are going to give taking the syntax. Okay, syntax if condition 1 is it true? Okay, then this one else. अगर condition false होती है, so you can write the else. Okay, in that else you can check the other if condition, right? If you can write here what second condition, then you can check here if this condition is true, then okay. Then if condition is false, inside there we are going to use here else statement. Okay, so that is known as nested if else.
सर ये जो ऊपर वाला एल्स है वो यहाँ पे आएगा कि नीचे आएगा?
कहाँ पे भी आ सकता है, किधर भी.
चल
So if you want to write the
सर
condition,
ये तो लैडर हो गया ना.
सेम ही है. इफ यू आर राइटिंग एल्स में कैसे लैडर आप चेक कर लीजिए ना एक बार कैसा है, तो ऐसे लिखते हैं लैडर, डू यू नो? ऐसा लिखते हैं.
एल्सिफ एल्स से.
हाँ, एल शेप. और फर्क है कि नहीं,
हाँ.
है ना? डिफरेंस है कि नहीं, ब्लॉक आर डिफरेंट, एवरीथिंग आर डिफरेंट. ठीक है. So here in the if condition you can write again if else condition. Okay, in that you can write again if for this else. Okay, when we write if else within the if else, that is known as nested if else. That's it. Okay, ये if के अंदर हमने if else लिखा, यहाँ पे लिखो किधर लिखो या किधर भी लिखो, else के अंदर भी हमने if else लिखा है कि नहीं. when you write if else within the if else, that is known as nested if else. Nested if else, that's it. Okay, so then I'm going to remove this from here and just understand the concept is important. How? Just wait.
क्या हो गया? स्क्रीन फ्रीज हो गई क्या?
Yes, okay. Nested if else, when we write if else within the if else, that is known as nested if else. Okay, so you can take one example. Yes, we are going to take one example. Which example you would like to take to find a smaller or larger number among the three numbers? Okay, WAP in C++ to find the greater number among the three numbers. Okay, this program you can write by using the many concept. Okay, but we are using here nested if else. Okay, using the nested if else, what we are going to check, we are going to check the first number is greater than this one. Okay, let us check 1 n1 n2 and n3, these are the three numbers. Okay, we want to find the larger number among the three numbers. What to do here? Okay, in the if I am going to check. Okay, if n1 is greater than n2. Okay, if n1 is greater than n2, in that if condition I am going to write another if condition. Okay, अगर n1 बड़ा है n2 से, तो इस और मैं लिखता हूँ कि n1 अगर बड़ा है क्या n3 से. ओके, इसका मतलब क्या है, दोनों भी अगर ट्रू है, so n1 is a greater number. Okay, that's it. Okay, n1 is a greater number. else means for what, if n1 बड़ा है n2 से लेकिन n1 छोटा है n3 से, ये भी कंडीशन हो सकती है कि नहीं. फर्स्ट कंडीशन इज ट्रू बट सेकंड कंडीशन इज फॉल्स. ओके, दैट मीन्स एल्स में हम क्या लिखेंगे फिर, इसके इफ के एल्स में क्या लिखेंगे, सो n3 इज अ ग्रेटर नंबर, दैट मीन्स n3 इज अ ग्रेटर. ओके, सपोज n1 is equal to 20, okay, n2 is equal to 10, okay, and n3 is equal to what, 5, or you can say 30. Okay, now check, n1 is greater than n2. Yes, correct. Then it is going to change the another condition, n1 is greater than n3, condition unsatisfied. Okay, so ये condition satisfy करेगा क्या, नहीं. ओके, दैट मीन्स इसका इफ का एल्स एग्जीक्यूट होगा इनसाइड इफ. ओके, बट फर्स्ट कंडीशन इज ट्रू, इट इज चेकिंग द नेस्टेड कंडीशन, इनर कंडीशन. ओके, दिस इज आउटर, इट्स इनर. n1 इज ग्रेटर देन n3, नॉट. सो इसका एल्स क्या है, n3, दैट मीन्स n3 इज अ ग्रेटर नंबर. परफेक्ट. ओके, देन इसका एल्स आई एम गोइंग टू राइट. ओके, अदरवाइज एल्स if, okay, else then can write here else if n2 is greater than n3, अगर n2 अगर n3 से बड़ा है. ओके, सो नाउ n if n2, okay, now check, if n2, now n2 is greater than n1, okay, then what to do. Okay, so you can say n2 is a greater number. Okay, or else उसका else you can say n3 is a greater number, that's it. Okay, these are the logic. Okay, so this is the example of nested. Okay, let us execute this code. It's a logic using the nested. Okay, you can use the by using the ladder also, no problem, using that operators. Which operator, logical operators, easily you can understand. Okay, that is more complicated, क्योंकि अगर हमारा बहुत बड़ा कोड है ना, ये तो अभी 3 नंबर में से एक आधे नंबर बढ़ा के छोटा फाइंड करना है, तो वो तो स्मॉल कोड हो गया. लेकिन हमारे पास अगर ऐसे बहुत सारे कंडीशंस रहते हैं तो इट इज़ गोइंग टू बिकम मोर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. सो बेटर टू यूज लैडर स्टेटमेंट. ओके, इफ एल्स लैडर इज़ वेरी इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड. ठीक है. सो जैसे हमने एक प्रोग्राम लिया था सी में कि स्टूडेंट की डिवीज़न फाइंड करने का, और हमने इसमें ये भी कंडीशन लिखी थी कि अगर किसी सब्जेक्ट में स्टूडेंट को 40 में से कम मार्क्स मिलते हैं तो फेल है, उसके उसका रिजल्ट फेल आना चाहिए, है क्या नहीं. तो हमने बहुत बड़ा प्रोग्राम लिखा था, कॉम्प्लिकेशंस बढ़ते हैं उसमें. ठीक है, वही प्रोग्राम सेम प्रोग्राम हम नेस्टेड लैडर इफ से लिखेंगे तो ईजी जाएगा, है ना. सो दैट इज डिपेंडेंस. Okay, so by using this one, nested if else, by using what, nested if else, this is the program using the nested if else. Okay, so take the three variables, integer n1 comma n2 comma n3. Okay, so the C out you can write what, enter the three numbers, enter the three numbers. Okay, then C in n1, then n2 and n3. Okay, now check, if n1 is greater than n2, okay, then you can use a nested. Okay, nested. If first condition is true, then I am going to use a nested condition. If n1 is greater than n3, पहला नंबर दूसरे से बड़ा है तो तीसरे से भी बड़ा है क्या, हाँ. अगर तीसरे से भी बड़ा है then what to do. Okay, so you can print here, C out is what, n1 is greater number, that's it. Okay, how can print like this way, n1 skew space is a greater. Okay, is a greater number, is a greater number, is a greater number than दिस दिस. ओके, आप ये भी लिख सकते हो दैन, ग्रेटर दैन, तो आपको नंबर मेंशन करने पड़ेंगे. ठीक है, n1 n2 वेरिएबल आपको मेंशन करने पड़ेंगे, ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. देन एल्स, ओके, n1 बड़ा है n2 से लेकिन ये कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई नहीं कर रहा है, सो दैट मीन्स n3 इज अ ग्रेटर नंबर. ओके, दैट मीन्स n3 इज अ ग्रेटर नंबर. Okay, that is a nested example. Okay, that means you need to write here what, n3, n3 is a greater number. ओके, देन इसका इफ का एल्स पार्ट, ओके, इसका इफ का एल्स पार्ट, सो इफ यहाँ पे कंप्लीट हो गया और इफ का एल्स यहाँ पे, ओके। सो व्हेन वी आर गोइंग टू राइट if else inside if else, that is known as nested if else. In that if else we are going to checking the other condition. If n2 is greater than n3, okay, then that means what we are going to say, n2 is a greater number, okay, you can say n2 is a greater number, okay. Then else, if this condition are satisfying, then else, okay, you can say what, n3 is a greater number, that's it, okay. So among this one only one condition is satisfying, okay, among this one only one condition is satisfying, okay. एक तो ये, एक तो ये नहीं तो ये, ठीक है कि नहीं, कोई भी एक कंडीशन ही सेटिस्फाई होंगी यहाँ से. So enter the three number 10, 20, 30. Okay, so 30 is a greater number. Perfect. Now 10, then 30, then 20. Okay, 30 is a greater number. Okay, now take the first number is a greater number, 30, 20 and 10. Okay, 30 is a greater number. Okay, then take the first 30, then you can take 10, then you can take 20. Okay, 30 is a greater number. Okay, you can check every, so you are getting the perfect output. Now what will be happen if you are taking the two common number 30, 30 and 20. Okay, 30 is a greater number, no issue at all. Then if you taken the all this number are same, okay, or you can implement the other condition. If you want to implement here what, all are equal, okay, what we need to write, if, okay, you can implement one condition also, okay, if, okay, if n1 is equal to n2 is equal to n3, okay, what we are going to say then, see out, okay, see out what, all are equal, okay, all are equal, all are equals, okay, and inside you can write everything in the else part, okay, that is everything in the else, okay, else, in that else you can write everything, that's it, okay. Now execute, okay, 10, 10 and 10, okay. So 10 is a greater number, okay, so it is executing 10 is a greater number, that means we need to remove something, okay, we need to remove something from here, else part, the condition is satisfying, okay, n1, n2, n3, yes, something condition is checking, 10, 10 and 10, okay, 10 is a greater number, this condition is not satisfying, then how you can check, or using or operator, okay, if n1 is equal to n2 and n2 is equal to n3, okay, you can write like this way, no problem, check all are equals, okay. Now you can execute 10, 10, 20, 20 is a greater number, now perfect, okay. So is equal to प्रॉपर एक्सेस नहीं हो रहा था, सो हमने ऐसा लिखा है, ओके, n1 is equal to n2 और n2 is equal to n3, और के जगह यहाँ पे मुझे क्या लिखना पड़ेगा, n and both condition are true, then output is become a true, and, okay, and, ठीक है, लेकिन हमारी कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई हो रही थी तो भी, है क्या नहीं, तो भी हो रही थी, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, और लिखो, n3 का क्या बोले, n1 और n2 सेम है, इसका मतलब n2 के n3 के साथ कंपैरिजन कर रहे हो, उसका मतलब सेम ही रहेगा ना, अगर दोनों कंडीशन सेम है इसका मतलब, अगर n1 10 है और n2 10 है, इसका मतलब n2 10 ही रहेगा ना यहाँ पे, है क्या नहीं, n2 10 ही रहेगा, क्योंकि एंड यूज़ कर रहे हैं हम, अगर और भी यूज़ करते तो भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। ओके, अगर n1 10 है और n2 10 है,
हम्म।
ट्रू हो गया। और n2 और n3 दोनों भी 10 है तो भी ट्रू हो गया। अगर ये n2 इधर से लिया ना और ले लिया तो कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है। हाउ यू आर राइटिंग योर लॉजिक इज इम्पॉर्टेंट, ठीक है, ये देखो, नथिंग इज द मैटर, सो दैट इज डिपेंडेंस हाउ वी कैन यूजिंग, ठीक है। सो जस्ट आई एम गोइंग टू रिमूव दिस वन। So you can implement without checking the previous program, स्टूडेंट मार्क्स, ओके, एंड अगर वो 40 के नीचे है तो वो फेल है, रिजल्ट उनका फेल आना चाहिए 40 के नीचे रहेंगे तो। हर एक सब्जेक्ट में उनको मार्क्स 40 के ऊपर रहेंगे तो ही वो पास है। ओके, दैट टाइप ऑफ प्रोग्राम आई ऑलरेडी वेल गिवन इन सी लैंग्वेज। ओके, प्रोग्राम नंबर कौन सा है ये, P11। So the homeworks I am giving using the nested if else, okay, using the nested if else, giving the one homework. Same program, instead of greater can find a smaller. Okay, so without seeing or without seeing these notes you can write the program। ओके, जैसे आप कंप्यूटर के सामने बैठ गए, आपका टर्बो C++ या देव C++ ओपन हो गया, इमीडिएटली आपके फिंगर कीबोर्ड की तरफ जाने चाहिए, आपके माइंड ने इंस्ट्रक्शन देना चाहिए कि नहीं ये C++ है का कोड है, हैश इंक्लूड ऐसे लिखना है या ऐसे लिखना है, ये सी आउट है, ये सी नहीं, ऑटोमेटिकली वो हैंड अपने काम करने को चाहिए। ओके, कीबोर्ड्स पे बटन जाके फटाफट वो लिखना चालू हो जाता है। सो दैट इज माइंड कॉन्सेप्ट। सो जैसे आप डेली 1-2 आवर्स अगर आप प्रैक्टिस करते हैं तो ऑटोमेटिकली आपका माइंड इंस्ट्रक्शन देता है कि फटाफट आपके कीवर्ड्स फिंगर वहाँ पे कीबोर्ड पे चले जाते हैं टाइप करने के लिए। ओके, नेक्स्ट वन, to find a smaller number using what, if else, nested if else। Okay, using what, nested if else। Okay, so tomorrow we are going to see the ladder if else, okay, ladder if else if ladder, okay, you can say if else if ladder, then we are going to see the switch case, okay, some basic programming we are going to see on tomorrow, ladder if else and switch case।